Hello. I have for sale my electric bike XP4, and it's the 750 watt long range battery, which technically has got an 80-mile range, but it will probably do 40 if you're just using throttle only. It's basically brand new. It's always been kept in the house. I've only done about 10 miles on it. But I'm moving back to England, so I need to sell it, unfortunately. It costs $1,400, and there's also a gyro helmet, which is a good quality one, some leather gloves included, and like a flashing blue light thing. So it's a throttle one, which is technically not allowed in California, but nobody's going to check. You can change the classification in the menu, so you can do class 1, class 2, class 3, California class 3. It's got a throttle which is a thumb one, which that's why it's not particularly legal in California. But I mean, I spoke to the police sergeant in Fullerton, and nobody knows what laws are, but it looks like it's not like an hooligan sort of bike, do you know what I mean? It looks cool, but it still looks like a sort of normal bike, so you're not going to get any grief or anything. It's got indicators. It's got a soft ack on it, which is basically you go into the menu and you can change the tyre size from 20-inch, and you just stick it on 5 inches instead, which I know sounds stupid. And that lets the controller know you've got really tiny wheels on. So rather than 20 mile an hour on the throttle, it goes up to 30. I've tested it on GPS, but the only problem is this display, it won't show proper speed. But I mean, you want to be going 30 all the time anyway, do you know what I mean? And it literally takes 5 seconds if you want to put it back to factory settings. Only thing that I've put on it is on sort of thing. You can change sounds on it and everything. Everything's standard. That's like a lock, which they advise to put down there. And you've got a class 2 proper genuine certificate on that. But as I said, it's basically class 1 technically. This lock, it pulls off sort of upwards that way, so you should technically have it down on the back, but then you've got to start like banging into the seat, and then you can put it underneath as well, but then you'd have to cover these wires, and then you've got like the same thing, you've got to pull it sort of up towards there. So I've got like a pretty cool sticker thing on there, we can set it off if you want. It's pretty heavy, but it does actually pedal. It doesn't seem like it's an heavy bike when you pedal it. I was really surprised. It does fold in off, but I've never used fold. It's just sort of like one thing to pull off, so it folds in off from down this joint there, and there's like an handle around this side. It's got an upgraded light on front light there. Lights on the rear, and it's also got indicators on as well. Which, to be honest, they look cool, but you have to sort of press this is like your main control button, so if you've indicated right, you have to click it again to stop it. And if you've got gloves on and you're having to like pull your thumb across there, it's a bit of a faff about, you know, if you're particularly going fast at the same time as well. But it's a good thing to have. But it's literally brand new. You've probably read specs on them if you're interested in it, but it's got disc brakes, dual disc brakes on all wheels. The seat is an upgrade, so that's got like an hydraulic seat post in it, and an upgraded upgraded seat as well, which is comfier. And I'm trying to think what else. If that's coming up, I do apologise. I'm filming this inside the room and the light's not too good. You've got like white wall things on the tyres and what have you. I've literally only done about 10 miles with it, but it's so fast. Do you know, because it's electric and you've got instant torque, you have to be careful when you're pulling out of a junction to keep both hands on the handlebars, because it literally, 0 to 30 is just amazing. It's so funny. As I said, it's basically brand new. I think it's 10 miles, it might be 12 what I've done on it, which is unfortunate. But like, first time I went out in the traffic in it, I got like dressed in black and I've got the gyro helmet, so I've only worn that about 3 times. It's brand new. Brand new leather gloves, which are in size large. I said the flashing sash thing, which is good because it flashes blue, and then you can actually make that rear light flash red. And the only reason I thought for that, which might sound silly, is it sort of looks like it's the police. So do you know, if someone's behind you and if you've got blue and red lights on, they're more likely to like think, right, I'm going to be careful when I'm driving past this guy, do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a really cool thing. It's one of the best things I've ever bought, actually, to be honest, and it's a shame that I have to sell it. But as I said, it's literally, this is our living room, so I've got like the door to the front, and it's literally just kept there. It's never been kept outside or anything. And I said it's brand new, but I said you've got soft ike, so it goes 30. It definitely goes 30 on the 30 mile an hour, just throttle only. And if you've got that on, there's not really much point pedalling, to be honest. You can change all the settings so you can do pedal assist and all that kind of thing, and like put it on economy settings, turbo, sport mode, normal mode. I'd choose that on turbo, and I've set everything. It's a really easy display actually, because some of the LECTRIC 3, it just sort of like got all these mad code things on, and you had to know what they meant, do you know what I mean? So when you first get on it, it says turbo there, you have to put on, hold on a sec. So you've got sport, tour, eco mode. Well, to be fair, eco mode, there's not a vast amount of difference, to be honest, because as I said, it's this hike with the throttle. And the only thing you need to go into, sorry, I'll mention one thing as well. So when you first turn it on, you use this switch here, and then you've got eco mode, so you just basically choose which mode you want. But if you don't choose a mode, it won't go. So I'd forgotten I'm on it, I'm thinking, oh my god, it doesn't work. So as soon as you get on it, you have to click which mode you want, otherwise it won't power on. It won't actually move on throttle. That's it. It's just like a thumb throttle, but it's sort of like on or off. So as I said, it's so quick. I literally nearly crashed it the first time I went on it, because I was just going to sort of drive about around the cul-de-sac where we live, and I'm sort of razzing about on the streets, and I just thought it was hilarious. But it's such good fun. And I said, when it's folded up, you can actually fold the handlebars down, and then you've got like sort of this section here, so you can like put your hands around that to lift it. But it is, I think it's about 65 kilograms, so it's pretty heavy. But if you're going on a train and you want to just fold it literally takes about 5 seconds to fold it. I'm not going to do it now because it's I don't know if you can see it, if it comes across. There's just like an handle there. You just pull that, and then your main battery is inside there, goes all the way down there. You've got a key. So that key, when you open it up, that means it lets you lock the battery in so nobody can steal the battery. And then there's a little sort of waterproof covered thing there, which is the charging port, and like a master on off switch as well. And then you you just basically plug it in and charge it. It doesn't say, oh, let's charge it up. You don't have to pay any registration fees, no number plates. Just basically nothing. Apart from a bit of electric, and you've got like you've got essentially like a 50cc moped. What's costing you like 10 cents a day to run. But as I said, it's so quick. And if you're like on a 40 mile an hour road, and you're going 30 and you like make yourself big, don't like drive about in the edge. There's not many people who will overtake you, especially if you're like stopping at lights and things. But as I said, it's brand new. Well, technically second hand, but for all intents and purposes, it's brand new. So I'm doing, I think, 10 or 12 miles. The front suspension, you can lock it as well, but it came as standard as locked, and I found it sort of like bounced, like, do you know if you like it a small pothole or anything, it like jerks it, so I put it on softest one and then locked it in on there's just two switches on the top, so I keep that on. Front suspension's like proper full hydraulic suspension, and so if you go over a pothole, front wheel like goes over it and then it just drags the bike back, so you're not like falling off or anything daft. And then it's got hydraulic brakes as well, and as I said, discs on each side. So you basically got four brake discs and 4 calipers, and it does stop as well. Quick release pedals if you want to set pedals off for any reason. You can get different. There's lots of things you can do with it. You have to customise it if you wanted to. And I quite like that light blue colour. You can get these Ozark pedals, which are the same colour as that. I think it's $20 from Walmart, and they just clip on and off. It takes 2 seconds, but I thought that might just brighten it up a bit, but I'm not entirely sure. I think it looks pretty cool as it is, to be honest. It sort of looks like BMX sort of style, I would say. It's a little bit geeky at front with the handlebars, slightly, but I mean, as a thing, it's pretty cool. So I'm posting this on Offer Up. I live in Fullerton, California. I'm available most times. I said it cost £1,400, and then the helmet was £60, gloves were £20, and then that flashing thing what you put over your shoulders rechargeable as well. But I would definitely have that on at night. I mean, black lights are good, but you know, if you've got that flashing thing, got blue light, everybody can see you from miles away. So it's definitely a good thing to have it on. So you basically got everything you want, but I'm not taking any off because I'm saying $1,000, and like you basically saving you're saving $400, and you've not got to wait for it. It's in the colours Spectre grey, so it looks from some angles and on pictures, especially if you go on their website, it looks black, but it's sort of like a really cool giant matte grey, and I think it's the best colour as well, and it's a step over one as well, so not the walk-through one, so that looks a bit cooler. And like, as you can see, your main ball like sweeps down into the wheel, so I think that's pretty cool as well. But yeah, so anyway, it's for sale, cash only or whatever, or like money transfer. And I'll leave you my number. My name's Luke, by the way. If you want to give me a ring, it's 714-591-7101. Or if you want to email me, motog7luke@gmail.com. So you can email me as well. But as I said, if you're interested, just give me a ring, and just strange for you to see it. And if you want to just pick it up and put it in your car, it only takes 2 seconds to fold it in half. And to be honest, I didn't actually buy it to be folded in half, so it's just been like that all the time. I said it's only if you want to take it on public transport and or a train and put it in like luggage sort of thing. It will go in. It'll fit like a standard train carriage. When they have them like bottom ones, like underneath where people put the suitcase and things. It definitely would fit in one of them. And as I said, everything's quick release, for the handlebars to fold down on the seat and everything. But yeah, it's a cool thing. I'm sorry to see it go, to be honest. But I'm definitely sticking at $1,000. And I said it costs literally nothing to run. It's just like literally electric, and that's it. And I said I phoned the Fulton Police Department to get an idea on the laws and everything. So I was considering getting one of those Mad Dog scooters, which are under 50cc. And allegedly, you don't have to register those either. But I spoke to the sergeant in charge of the traffic department, and we had like a really long conversation for about an hour. And I'm asking him, I said, well, what's like the law on these electric bikes? So we're slightly concerned about throttle, but you can't really see it, it's not obvious. And he basically didn't know what laws were, but technically in California you're not supposed to have a throttle, is the main thing. But I said it's legally on that. It won't come across considered under there, but it says class 2 on there, which is legal in California. The battery 750 watt, but obviously it'll peak higher than that. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know why they made that. It was from Arizona, and I contacted them and I said, is it going to come with a throttle on? Because if it's not got that on, I don't want it. And they said, well, it basically comes as it is. It got sent direct to my house, so it didn't go through like a bike shop and they're sort of modifying it or anything. But you won't get any grief anyway. But I said to the policeman, I said, because technically you're supposed to have pedal assist and no throttle in California. But I said to him, well, how would they know? Do you know, police? I said, are they going to pull you? And he said, not really, no. He said that Mad Dog bike thing, so I'm going to get like a manga full face helmet on it and everything. And he said, you'll get pulled all the time with that. So he recommended getting this. And I said, well, what happens if I get stopped? And he goes, well, to be honest, if you ride past them at 30 mile an hour and you're not pedalling, they're probably going to think it's a bit suspicious. So basically, if you see any police, just pretend to pedal or whatever, do you know what I mean? Or just slow down or whatever. But you won't get any grief for it anyway. But you definitely want a throttle. But if you want to just put it on complete eco mode, or you want to use it to actually get exercise to pedal, you can just have it on pedal assist, so you can have throttle turned off, and just have it on pedal assist only. Then engine kicks in. It's got I forgot what they call it for the motor. There's some that are rubbish, and there's newer ones which are good, and it's got I can't remember what it's called. It's got the latest one on anyway, apparently, for that, but I've never used it, to be honest. I mean, I had a car crash, and I got this temporary, to be honest. Just like knock about one for a few weeks, but as I said, I'm moving back to England, so it's a really good thing, and it's got sort of like I don't know if it comes across, these little sort of bolt things on, and they're all over, so you can like attach things to them. But only thing I'd probably get is for that bike rack is standard, and I think it can take up to £150 in weight just on that. But I'm going to put a pet carrier on because I've got 2 Siamese kittens. But you can get some pretty cool bags which like slope down from back. You can put panniers on and everything. And as I said, these little bolt things, there's loads on front, so if you wanted to put a basket on or light and extra lights on front, which I would probably do, to be honest. Do you know them like proper sunbeam ones where it lights up so it looks like daylight? I'd probably get one of them on handlebars if it were me. And like a, do you know, a phone holder? That's the only thing what I didn't get really what I was bothered about. But as I said, that lock is in ideal place to me. because it's easy to just take it out, and it's just like a concertina effect as well. And you've got two keys for it as well. I mean, somebody could actually cut it up, but it's a really strong lock apparently. So it's definitely a deterrent. But yeah, I'm so sorry to see it go, but and I'm rambling on a bit. I just wanted to try and get as much as I could. If you want to go and offer up, I'm not sure what my username is. It'll probably Luke Taylor, I think. Or if you just search for, like, I'll list it as like brand new XP4, only 10 miles or something like that. But I said if you want to give me a ring, it's probably easiest, or text. It's 714-591-7101, and you can leave a voicemail message if you want as well on there. Or if you want to email me, it's MotoG7Luke. So that's MotoG7Luke@gmail.com. And yep, so that's that. So if you're interested, give us a ring. I'm not taking any offers. I don't mean to like demean or out, but I know that it's worth it. And I say saving $400, and then you've got your helmet and gloves and everything included as well. I mean, helmet were only $60 to be fair, but apparently these gyro ones are really good. And I fell off a bike once before, not this one. And do you know where your head hits the floor? That helmet actually is perfect, and it's got like a wheel on back, so you just put it on and then tighten this sort of wheel. Then if you want to put the chin strap on it, but I mean, as I said, even that's brand new. The gloves, I think I've only wore those once. Let's keep in there. So as I said, we've got two cats, so I can't remember what these are called, these gloves. They're pretty expensive. I think they're about $25 actually, but I've only worn them once. So yeah. So give us that tonight, love. All right. Very good. Goodbye.